how's it going? As many of you know, I am a breastfeeding mom. I'm a breastfeeding advocate. I also kind of go with the school of thought that like fed is best. So I'm not here to tell you what's right for you or what's right for your baby, but purely to give you some information. These things that I'm going to share with you are science-based and fact-based. However, they don't necessarily work for everyone, every family, every mama, or every baby. There are lots and lots of different paths and journeys to successful breastfeeding and bonding. And these are the steps that I initially took in the first 24 hours. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys is demand of your birthing facility, whether it's your home, whether it's in the hospital, whether it's a birthing center, wherever it is that you choose to birth, demand that you have at least 2 hours of uninterrupted time with your baby to bond. That time should be baby on mom. There will be years and years and years of time for dad and baby to bond, but that initial time for mom and baby to establish that deep bond is super important. All of the testing and like measuring and weighing and all of that stuff, that can wait. It has scientifically shown to increase the breastfeeding relationship between mom and baby. So the second thing that I'm gonna say is don't wash your baby, and in particular, don't wash your baby's hands. Baby's amniotic fluid that's coating their body has a very similar smell to mom's nipple and breast milk, which is super, super cool. I'm gonna be TMI in this video. You're watching a breastfeeding video. If you're not ready for TMI, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but we're going to say nipples and breasts and all kinds of stuff, and we're not going to be weird about it. It is one of those initial things that baby uses to find food. So if you take baby out of mom and immediately go and wash them, it can actually decrease baby's ability to, find their food source and recognize that it is their food source. So babies will have their hands all over their face when they're first born, trying to smell and find their food. So if you can help it, don't wash your baby for at least 24 hours of life. I personally chose to not wash my baby for the first week of his life. That is another video. There's lots of benefits to not washing your baby. So if you guys are interested in me making a video about benefits of keeping your baby unwashed for the first week of life, I'm totally happy to do that. Just leave that information in the comments below, letting me know that you're interested and I can make that video. The third tip that I have within the first even like few hours, minutes of baby's life is to encourage baby to latch on as soon as possible. Your baby, again, is going to come out, and depending on, how the birth goes, they're going to be seeking food. What better way than to offer it, to show baby where food comes from? So if you can offer your breast to your baby within the first 15 to 30 minutes of life. Some babies, if they have a quick birth, or if there maybe were some issues, maybe baby got stuck or there were some other traumatic things, it might take baby a little bit of time to warm up to the idea of eating. It is important that they get the nutritional benefits from mom's colostrum, although it will not be a whole bunch that baby will be getting. So if you offer the breast in the first 15 to 30 minutes of life and baby is like, I'm just not ready yet, I just got here, you guys need to chill, maybe try offering every 15 to 30 minutes, sort of whatever you're comfortable with, until baby does get a good latch. The fourth tip that I have for you is if it's painful at all, ask for help. Usually where you're birthing, you're going to be having someone who is an expert on birth, whether you're using a midwife, whether you have a doula present, whether you are working with an OB, it doesn't matter. You're going to have someone present who is a birth expert. If you give birth in a hospital, a lot of times they will have lactation consultants on hand to answer your questions. If not, there are lots and lots of resources on kellymom.com, and I will link her website below, as well as the Latch League website. They have lots and lots of information. They can even connect you with local meetings to support breastfeeding and that kind of thing, as well as lactation consultants in your local area. Make sure that if it's painful, you are asking for help and support. I mean, breastfeeding is going to be kind of an an interesting sensation when baby is first born, but in no way should it be painful for either mom or baby. If it continues to be a painful experience, make sure that you are checking baby for lip ties and tongue ties. That can actually lead to colic in a lot of little ones, so make sure that you are on the lookout for those things as well. The fifth tip is just something that worked really well for our family, and I have read lots of studies that kind of go back and forth on this one, but if you're asking me, I would say no passy until baby has established a good latch with mom. Sometimes if you're offering a bottle or a pacifier really early in the game, it can tend to lead to maybe a little bit of nipple confusion. Again, information varies on this topic. Personally, for me, I would not offer a pacifier or a bottle until baby at least gets a really good solid latch. That's not to say that a bottle and a pacifier doesn't have its place, but definitely you want to establish that latch on mom first before baby latches onto either a pacifier or a bottle. And then the last tip that I have for you guys is just really keep trying. So I know a lot of moms who have had really difficult nursing relationships. I even went through a couple of little issues with Harrison in the beginning. He was born with a little bit of jaundice, and it made him kind of sleepy, and he wouldn't eat as frequently as we would have liked him to in the beginning. The first 6 weeks of breastfeeding are definitely the most challenging. That is the time when mom and baby are both learning. You're establishing sort of your nursing routines. Babies sometimes are nursing often during this time, and it can just be really challenging. But let me tell you, after the first 6 weeks to 2 months of breastfeeding, it does get better. I'm not making this video to tell you that breastfeeding is absolutely what you should do, but if you are interested in breastfeeding and you want some support, this video should get you through at least the first 24 hours. If you guys have any other breastfeeding questions or want me to make any other breastfeeding topic videos, feel free to leave those in the comments below. If you guys have questions about breastfeeding right now, you are also welcome to email me. It's just beansandmonkeys@gmail.com, and I'll leave that on the description below as well. So thank you guys so much for being here. I am just thrilled that you are all still here even after my short break. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you want more content like this, again, leave your questions, comments, all of that good stuff down below. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.